What is going on, everybody? We're going to start this here in 1 minute. In 1 minute, guys. We're going to start this here in 1 minute. right, guys, let's... Alright, guys, let's get this rocking here. Okay, so for today, again, we don't really have news. Right? No news, so we have to trade off pure technical today, which is going to be annoying, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, so what did I talk about last night? Again, Dixie going to the upside here, breaking that structural zone. Okay, we're still breaking it. It looks like we're actually going to probably turn around here. Right, we had a little pit stop here. Indecision, pull back, run to the upside. That's what it looks like we're going to do today. Let me see, 4 hours. We might pull back for this gap here, which will actually make certain pairs move to the upside. We might, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Let me look at SPX. Sold here, sold again here, sold again here. Yeah, I mean, we're up in profits here in sells. If SPX looks like it breaks, it looks like it's even breaking internal structure here. If it continues to break where I'm thinking it's going to go, I think SPX is going to move heavily down to not just this low, but to the low that I'm expecting here. And the low that I'm expecting is most likely to come down here. The 1.27 or 1.414. Realistically, if you want to know my real Fibonacci target, that's the safe take profit, but my real take profit is going to be here. Okay, I'm still in sells. Again, I repeat, I am still in sells. So I'm just, if you guys want to watch, you guys can kind of see that. I went into our Discord chat last night and I said, hey guys, I'm looking to sell. What was it? I said I'm looking to sell SPX ASAP, SPY, right? At 12:13 in the morning, right? So that was last night at 12:13 in the morning, right here, right around here. At 12 a.m. I talked about us selling SPY like right here. Okay, so I got in a couple more sells here last night. Okay. With no tight stop. Okay. Now I'm looking at, what am I looking at with SPX? I'm looking at sells. I want us to break the range today. That's really the goal here. Break the range. Head downward here. Right? Pull back. Mitigation here. I just sold again a little bit. To start going downward. That's kind of like my thinking here with SPX. What I've noticed is SPX is very clean when there's no news involved, right? SPX can actually be a very clean pair when there's no news involved. Usually when news is involved, SPX is a very dirty pair. Okay? So SPX is a very clean pair. I like it. It's going to be moving to the downside here. It's looking good, right? I'm still in sells here, so we're just going to keep watching those sells. I am going to watch that 10 a.m. reversal. Hopefully we don't see any type of reversal to come back up to break even these orders here. It is what it is. SPY kind of looks a bit different here. SPY hasn't opened yet, which is obviously the futures market at 9:30. It's going to open here in 10 minutes, so we're going to see what happens there. Okay. Russell looks like a little bit more of a of a buy. Might have some bullish movement. I'm not sure. Last night we had some drops. I would love some more runs here. Gold volatility, let's look at gold. It does need to come back up eventually to swipe up this right here, this gap. Let's look at the bond market real quick. Wow, the bond market's actually, well, the yields are going back up here. Or going back, yeah. Yields are going to come here. Then they're going to extend most likely downward. Make sense? So what's going to happen most likely? Uh-oh. What's going to happen with gold here? It's crazy. Gold hit my buy zone. I'm still in like one of the cells. I didn't remove it completely, but I might have to remove it here in the next 5 or 10 minutes, depending on how gold reacts here. Because gold looks like it's gonna probably buy if it doesn't mitigate here. Oh yeah, gold's a buy. Okay. Time to look for pullbacks. No worries. Okay. Damn. I wish I bought like. Fuck, an hour ago. So annoying. Okay, I'm getting out of my swing cells here. I'm getting out. I gotta look for a pullback here. This is my buy entry. My internal buy is gonna be here. I want to see how the mitigation happens here. The turnaround's going to happen at 10 a.m. regardless. So this thing's going to come up here. It's going to retest this zone. It'll probably mitigate, turn around, 9:30, 10 a.m. I'm going to run and rock it. Okay? But gold's a buy. Today, gold's a buy. I got to get out of my cells here. I gotta get out of my cells here soon, so. Looking for buys here. I'm gonna drop these in the chat. Trade chat is what I'm looking at. SPX. I am looking at I need that turnaround. I need that sell-off to happen right now. Internal sells. I'm looking at another internal sell right here. Gold is a buy today. Gold's a buy. That's what I'm doing. I'm focused on buys there. USD CAD, GU, I'm not looking at. Bitcoin, let's look at Bitcoin here. If SPX buys, I might be wrong about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's gonna most likely buy today. If SPX buys here. This thing can extend here to the upside. And at least run for a little bit of a rally here. This is what I'm looking at. Make sure it makes sense. If SPX does not break, let's see what happens with SPX. That's the real key.
The open is going to be here in about 4 minutes. Guys, 4 minutes. Alright, let's look at GU here. Ooh. Oh, doesn't look like anything's really happening with GU, to be honest. GU looks like more of a buy than a sell, if anything. Yeah, GU looks like it's just like a bit of an order flow here. It's had some swipes of liquidity here. USD CAD is a sell. USD CAD looks like a great sell, to be honest. A resell at this zone right here. Not a bad idea here. These lows here. This is a nice solid pullback. Probably back down to these lows here. Swipes of liquidity here. Wait for that turnaround here, hopefully with gold for 10 a.m. I'm looking at the New York Open to see how it's running.
see what happens here, guys. This thing decides to turn around, and it decides to turn around here. Waiting for gold to turn around back here, and then look for buys here. Okay. USD CAD, pull to sell. Sell off with CAD, that's what I'm looking for. BTC. If it respects this here, it's going to most likely move to the upside here, okay? That's what I'm looking at with GPTC. Right? Wow, it actually came down the right zone. Let's look at MSRT. Stop, still hit. Video, okay. Coinbase, okay. Alright, guys. Any other questions? Any other questions? Let's look at, obviously, SPX is out. We're out with SPX. Stop loss over bit. That's what it is. Can't win them all, guys. Well, we'll wait and see. I'm actually genuinely curious to see how this closes here, because this might just be a huge swipe of liquidity from last night's range. So I'm going to just check this out here for the next 15-20 minutes, see how the 5-minute candle closes. I think it's very important that anytime you're trading, you always look at how the closing candle, before you really enter or exit trades, you always want to see what the closing candles look like. See, this candle looks very different. This candle looks very different from entry to close. So did this candle. And so did a lot of these other ones too. You know? They'll look very different at the time. And there's a turnaround. You see that? They'll look very different. Okay. So closing candles mean a lot. Mean almost everything. We're looking at 5 here. They do mean a lot. Alright. Let's see how the close looks like. Looks a little bit more bullish than I would like. 10, 15. I like to go off 15. But I won't ignore the 5. And I won't ignore the 1 hour. I'll see the reaction here, guys. I'm looking for a reaction here at 10 a.m. I'm looking for shorts. But if I don't see a nice solid reaction here, or if I don't see a reaction here, or a wick downward, then I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. Let me look at how the 45-minute closes, and we'll see how this goes. So that means at 9:45 here, I'm going to look at for execution. But I need to see how the 15-minute candle closes here when that happens. I want to see it close below this structural point. I don't want to see it close here. It'll confuse me because I want to see something here and see something here. I gotta wait let's wait here until 9:45, 10 a.m. see what happens.
Right now we're testing again Asian range. I'm just waiting, guys. I'm waiting till 9:45 and then 10 a.m. to see how this reacts here. If it does break the range, we'll just switch our buys to a buy. I'm not really worried, but I'm looking for potential sells here. I'm going to execute within the next probably 20 minutes here. I still have my sells from up here, guys. Let the noise kind of go. Let the noise run.
Looking for confirmation here, guys. I'm just looking for confirmation. Closing candle means a lot, guys, so I'm just waiting for the closing candle. That's it. So choose my bias here. Looks like a gold because I'm still in gold here. Did it cross? Did it come back down to where I believe? So I can get into some buys. This is where my buys are. Some pending buys here for gold. Gold is going to move to the upside. I'm still in sells here. So I'm getting out of my sells, long-term swings here, getting into buys here. SPY, I'm getting out of my sells if I see a close above here. Okay? But I'm going to double down on my sells if the 15-minute to 30-minute closes below here. Because then that would mean that my sells are most likely going to come down here. Okay? If they don't close above, I'm going to get out. Like if this 15-minute here closes above like this, then I'm going to get out. Simple. Super simple, guys. I gotta wait for the 15-minute close and then we'll execute and figure out where we're gonna go. No stress. Okay. So now that we have a solid, I would say, direction here, 15-minute close, we have a close above. I'm going to be most likely looking for buys here. Okay? Looking for some strong, solid buys. Bias is going to switch here just temporarily. We might come back up to the order block. Gold's still a buy. PX for today, we're going to look at buys. We have a break. Internal buys here. And here. That's what I'm looking at, guys. If this 1 hour closes below here, because that could also happen. If we still close below here on this 1 hour and this is just a swipe, I'm going to re-enter shorts, to be honest. But this is where I'm looking at potential buys here. Alright, guys. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I will talk to y'all soon. If you have any questions, please let me know. This is what I'm looking at. But I appreciate y'all, and I will talk to y'all soon. That's fun. Talk to y'all later. Bye.